It finally happened.
It's here.
We did it!
If you've been watching us on social media, you probably know what we're talking about, but we're going to fill you in on that and a bunch of other stuff as we round out 2021.
So stick around.
So we kind of wrapped up our year here, 2021, a little bit early, and we're starting our 2022 year a little bit late for a couple of reasons, one of which is this hand.
The claw.
The claw. I suffer from a condition called Dupuytren's contracture. If you've ever seen those John Elway commercials on TV, he's got the same thing. And basically scar tissue forms on your hand, on the palm of your hands, on your tendons, and it pulls your fingers in. And sometimes there are some non-medical, non-surgical ways that you can get that treated. For me, I've had to have surgery now for my third time. Hopefully this one's a charm. It's going to keep this thing at bay, but you can see what my finger looked like in some of our previous videos, and also this picture that I'm posting up right now. You can see what it does, and it actually kind of hit pretty hard. So I went to the doctors. They got me in super fast. I told them I was a full-time RVer. Cut, snip, fix. I'm good to go. So I got to recover for a little bit.
We actually ended our project on a Friday, finished working, left on Saturday, and Monday he was having Tuesday he was having surgery. So Perfect. It was pretty quick.
Love the doctors here. And then another reason that we're kind of holding off is because of Shar.
I'm on a short list to donate my liver, of course a portion of it because I need some of it too, to a friend of mine who has an autoimmune disease. She's got her appointments going on, so hopefully sometime early next year we'll know more about that transplant, and of course we'll keep you posted. But as of right now, it's a little bit on hold just because appointments with doctors are hard to get. So it's still in the queue, but it's not happening quite yet.
So that means we're going to drive to Florida here in about a month after Thanksgiving. We're going to rest, relax, recuperate.
We'll do some site surveys and check out some projects for 2022.
Yep, we're going to also go down to the Tampa RV Supershow, and if you're interested, we are considering creating a group for Y2Vers, or if you want to be Y2Vers. So if you're going to the Tampa RV Supershow and you want to hang out, drop us a line at ayeartovolunteer@gmail.com. Let us know you've got tickets and that you'd like to be in the group, and then we'll add you to the list, and then we'll shoot that on over to the Tampa RV Super Show. We will create a group, and then you can go ahead and let them know that you want to be part there.
Yep, and that way we can all park together, hang out, and get to know each other. And if we already know you, we'll just hang out and have some more fun.
Also want to go to Cape Canaveral. Never seen a rocket
launch. That. That's going to be a ton of fun. We actually went once before, and the launch got scrubbed, and so we never actually got to see it live. So it's still on that good old-fashioned bucket list.
So yeah, so then after that, we're going to head on over to our first project, which is going to be in early to mid-February in Mississippi. It's the Jackson County Park, and it's also an RV park.
Yep, they have some building renovations, some just flat out building, cleanup, clearing trails. So that one's going to be a good, very diverse project. So we're really looking forward to that one. And you can't beat Mississippi in the winter.
If you're interested, it's full, but sign up for our backup list, because our backup list always gets poached from because we have cancellations. You never know. If you're interested,
one of our projects, half of the people there were from the backup list. So Montana, and also Wisconsin. So yeah, always sign up, and if you have to back out, we can put you on the backup list and we'll fill it up. So no big deal.
The next project is going to be in Louisiana, jumping over one state. You know, all the Gulf Coast is in a hurt locker right now because they got hit again and again and again by hurricanes over the last 2 years. Sam Houston Jones State Park near Lake Charles, Louisiana, got hammered, and they lost about 400 feet plus of boardwalk and some pavilions that need to be rebuilt. So we asked for some trade skills to show up. We've got a bunch of people who have that. They're signed up. We still have some spots open for some newbies, and that's going to happen in March.
Then we head on over to Grand Haven, Michigan. It's going to be April, and they've got a few things for us to do there. We're really, really hoping and praying that it's going to be not too bad of a winter, and we're going to hope that, yeah, the groundhog does not see his shadow and that winter ends early.
Yeah, this is where it's located in Michigan. Now that project is also full with a backup list, so sign up. But before we go there, we got a little bit of a little extra project coming up as well, and this is for all you returnees. Remember we talked about Y2V2? It's basically to provide experienced volunteers the opportunity to join us on other projects led by someone else while Shar and I run around and keep doing Y2V2 projects. Well, we're going to do one there at Roan Mountain State Park while they have the National Volunteer Coordinators, State Park Volunteer Coordinators Conference. We thought, what a great idea to have a Y2V2 project right there in Tennessee, where we did 3 projects last year.
And they're the volunteer state, so you might be wondering why we keep going back and doing so much in Tennessee. It's a great state, it's a great winter state, and it's the volunteer state, so we just keep on going back because they have such great people there.
We love Tennessee. So you returnees, and a returnee is basically someone who's already volunteered with us twice
2
before.
past projects.
You're no longer a newbie and you're no longer a tubie, and you're now a returnee. If you're interested, send us an email at ayeartovolunteer@gmail.com to get on that list. We're going to be building about 6 camping shelters. They're basically 3-sided buildings with about bunks inside, and they're trying to figure out the logistics of that. So it's going to be a 2-week project of a lot of framing and building and carpentry to give them a leg up for their next season next year.
Yep. So remember, sign up for that one if you are a returning volunteer that's been with us twice already. And then from there, we move on to Nebraska. Now, if you follow us, you know we've actually already been to Nebraska. So you might be wondering if this is a Y2V2 project. Actually, this is a standard, normal, everyday Y2V project. It's a big one where we'll have about 15 rigs and about 30 people. It's because it's a bigger project. The Pioneer Village reached out to us, and they have a whole lot of work that needs to be done there. So we're making this one a regular Y2V project, even though we have been to Nebraska before.
So where is Pioneer Village? It's in Minden, Nebraska. It's about 16 miles off of Interstate 80 between Kearney and Lincoln, south of 80. And this was a great museum that had its heyday. It was opened in 1952 by Harold Warp. He kind of invented something like a plexiglass, but it's called flexiglass. They say, I think that was the precursor to plexiglass. And that's where he made his fortune, and he started to collect Americana from 1830 on. We're talking furniture, radios, trains, cars, airplanes, motorcycles, bicycles, farm implements.
You name it,
it's in there.
Museum has
This
it.
place is amazing. It's phenomenal on the inside. Please comment below if you've been there to let the other viewers know just how special that place is. Well, their roofs are in dire need of repair.
They have a ton of painting, repairs.
They have a steam-powered carousel that a lot of people in the area used to ride as kids, and it kind of fell apart. And so we're trying to look at rebuilding the actual carousel part of it. The steam power is one issue. They may even put an electric motor on there. They may get that thing back and running. That's not the priority. The priority is the roof and the actual carousel part. So we went out, solicited for some volunteers with some good heavy carpentry experience, and we got some of those, and we've got a couple spots for newbies left over as well in Nebraska, and that's going to be in May.
Now, as always, please do not just show up at a project. You do have to be vetted first. So make sure you email us to ayeartovolunteer@gmail.com. We will send you the application and get you approved and let you know you're officially on the list.
Yep, we've got our own process, but then the state parks and the states and the municipalities, they have their own process. So what we do is we go through the whole application process to make sure you're good to go. We're talking 99.99% good to go, but it's still a process, so they still want to do it. So we appreciate you guys applying first before showing up.
And that's going to send us out to about the end of May. So that's what we have booked so far this year. We are working on booking up summer and fall as we speak. As always, if you go somewhere and you can see that they need help, please reach out and let us know. A lot of what we started working on is projects that you, our viewers, have referred us to. So if you see a place that needs us, let us know.
All right, now let's get to the big news, and this is big stuff because we mentioned it. We mentioned something that we were working on a few months ago. We've mentioned it on social media, but we wanted to tell you.
After hours of applications and months of waiting, we are an official 501c3 nonprofit corporation.
Now, what does that mean? That means that we can actually start accepting tax-deductible donations from folks like you and from companies and push towards our goal of self-funding. You know, a lot of these projects that we do, we fund ourselves, and we come out of hide. A lot of our volunteers break out their checkbooks and their pocketbooks to kind of buy some minimal supplies and some food items, and also to pay for parking. Our goal is to be the purest form of volunteerism we can be, and that means make sure that every project we do has zero cost out of pocket for them.
Yeah, if we could pay for our parking spots, add to the supplies and the materials, that will just help the places we go to that much more. So if you want to be a part of a project, but you can't make it, $1, $10, $100, whatever you can do would absolutely help. And 100% of all donations go to funding projects. No one on our board and none of our employees.
No administrative fees.
None. We take zero
no kickbacks,
fees.
No bribes, no pork barrel spending, none of that stuff. It all goes
to projects. Nothing goes to salaries. We don't pay salaries. Everyone is a volunteer.
So on our website, you'll notice in the upper right-hand corner a donate button. There's also a donate page. If you would like to contribute, we would be so grateful. Run on over to our website at ayeartovolunteer.com, find the donate button, donate whatever you would like, and we will kick you a tax-deductible receipt, and then we are eternally grateful, because we know that we've got a lot of people who are like-minded like us, but they can't join us on a project. This is another way that you can contribute and make a difference, and we are so appreciative.
Absolutely.
Well, that's about it for us. We've had a wonderful 2020, an amazing 2021, and I know that we're going to have a fantastic 2022. Thank you so much for following along and helping us as we see this huge 5365 vision of ours, all 50 states with a minimum of 365 volunteer workdays contributed. Can't believe we are getting really close to 25,000 volunteer hours.
Yeah, it's been amazing. As always, if you like this video, give us the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and be sure to share it with your family and your friends.
And remember, don't just RV, our volunteer. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.
Bye.